Hello there. Welcome to Terry on Tuesday. Savvy?
Okay, week later, I just thought I'd do a little addendum to the Dalek. So as you can see, I've painted the black piece around the stalk nice and black now, and I've painted the light blue greebly in the middle. It looks a lot more realistical. I've been around the neck and touched up some of the silver. I'm quite happy with it, but I've done something new. Watch this. Boom! He's got lights underneath him. So he's got that. Yes, admittedly, this was suggested by Kev or Homer on my followers. He said, get some LED lights in there. Now, I can't get any lights up the top of here, unfortunately. It's too much of a sealed unit to get stuff in there. But I decided to do what some of the Dalek operators do. So I'll just take him upside down. And as you can see, I'll turn the light off. Basically, it's a pack of blue LED Christmas lights, and you'll notice a load of silver foil all the way around, which some of the actual full-size Dalek users do to help the reflection of the light. So this is blue LEDs, 3 batteries. I've glued the battery pack, well, the top of it to there. So that pops on and off there. I can do it with one hand. There we go. When it goes on, way. So I've hot glued it all the way around here, away from the wheels, etc. We've got silver in there, foil, to help it reflect. See if we can pop him back without dropping him. There you go, head on. Yay! So now he looks cool. Cool or what? We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a public service announcement regarding mental health. If you're anything like me, I don't know, some of you are, you can't hide it, over the last I would say the last month, I've noticed my mental health going... What I mean by that is I'm feeling very low, very flat, very low energy, and not depressed, but just not motivated. Just a slight, because I know what really bad depression's like, and thankfully I don't think I'm clinically depressed anymore. But I do feel that kind of weight, that cloud above your head, the kind of like, what's the point of everything? It's not depression as such. It just feels like a low point, And knowing what I know now about mental health and depression and things like that, and obviously being ADHD, I've managed to tie that up with the fact that I haven't really spent time out in the big bad world to interact with people. Now, I have spent 2 days helping a friend move house, and I have been doing the car boot sales, which gets me out and talking to another friend. And I had the Randy Feltface gig recently, which was awesome. And those days, everything's fine. And the days where I'm not doing anything, I even turned down a car boot sale this morning because I just wasn't feeling it. I had no energy. The days where I'm isolated, down again. And the simple fact is this: we humans, as Carl Sagan used to say, are hardwired. It's in our very DNA to be social animals. That's how we've survived all these millions of years or whatever. That's the only way we can keep going. And when that is taken away from you, for example, when you put someone in solitary confinement as a punishment, that has a big effect on your brain, because your brain craves connection with other people. And I have not been seeing people much recently. Obviously, I'm not in contact with a lot of people, even on social media, because I was very busy dealing with a lot of people with the film, which is currently, you know, on the shelf. And I've noticed that I'm back to being isolated again, and it don't feel good. So if you're feeling the same way, it might be worth having a think about when's the last time you sat down and had a conversation, or just a nice day out with people, chatted to the person in the local store, gone and done something. You know, as I always say, it's the one thing that helps, but it's the last thing you want, and that's other people. It does help. And if you're a singleton bachelor like me, who's basically a bit of a hermit, and believe it or not, I'm extremely shy. I know that sounds silly coming from me after many years, but I've always been painfully, cripplingly shy as a kid. The only time I sort of came out of my shyness was when I was in the old boy band, because I had to be customer facing, as it were, which did help. So if you're feeling a little bit like that, give yourself a dose, prescribe yourself a large dose of socializing, right? It doesn't have to be expensive socializing. It just means talk to someone. I don't mean talk to someone about, oh, you know, solve my problems. I mean, just talk about the weather, talk about movies, talk about stuff. Go to a convention, go to a public event, go and chat to the person behind the counter in the chip shop, because it will help. It helps your brain reorganize everything and take everything into perspective, because the last thing you want to be is locked within a small room, alone with your own thoughts bouncing off each other, because they'll just, you know, like a photocopy of a photocopy is worse, and then a photocopy of that is even worse in quality, and so and so and so. That's what it's like being in an echo chamber in your own head. Your thoughts, you go, I'll think about this, and then you think about it again and think about it again, and the quality goes down because you've got no more input coming in. So don't let your thoughts reverberate around your head for too long, because it's no good for you. Thinking is overrated, to be honest. Anyway, that's the end of this public service announcement. Back to your regularly scheduled programming.
I'm thinking about putting this guy up for sale, actually. Obviously, he's not remote controlled anymore. He doesn't talk. He doesn't have any sort of, you know, the demo button used to be here, but it doesn't do anything. He just display model on wheels. I mean, these are movable, obviously. And I'm not having the head on permanent, so you can take the top section apart a little bit. But I think he's quite nice now, especially with the lights. I'm going to put him back in my cabinet over here, my glass cabinet for the time being, next to the Emperor Dalek, which I didn't make. It's the Emperor Dalek on the battlefield. He's up for sale as well, actually. Proceeds go to the model maker, not me. So if you're interested in him, make me an offer. So what does that look like there? Oh, wow, it's like Christmas down there. It's not as good because obviously it's a glass shelf. So it works better. See the lights down there? It works better on a flat surface where the light can bounce around. When it's underneath, you just see that, you know. But yeah, that's just a little update on what's happening with the Dalek job.